In the past 5 days, Nigerians in South Africa have experienced another round of harsh xenophobic attacks. Their businesses are either burnt down or looted, and many Nigerians gruesomely murdered for no clear reason. We are on the streets to find out what Nigerians have to say. I am Jennifer Chineke, reporting for DMItv.
The xenophobic attack going on in South Africa is state-sponsored, is state-supported, and we are standing against it. They have a lot of businesses here. They have their people living here. They are not harassed. They are treated with all sorts of hospitality, friendship, and brotherliness. But we are not getting the same from South Africa. And we can no longer condone this. And this barbarism, this evil, we can no longer condone this. And in the strongest sense, we are condemning the attack on Nigerians and other African nationals residents in South Africa. We stood for them in time past. We were there for them when nobody could actually speak up for them. But today, the way government is responding, is it the government or some government in Africa have withdrawn their participation their participation in the economic summit just to protest what is going on in South Africa. We are not happy about it. We want Nigeria as the giant of Africa under President Muhammadu Buhari to take very stringent action, diplomatic action, or whatever action they want to take to checkmate this crisis, to nip this, to end this nonsense. We are tired of it. One death is too many.
If our country, Nigeria, is a place, just like they said, no place like home. If it's a place that everybody is going to be comfortable, everybody will have everything it takes to be very, very fine, an average Nigerian. Nobody will travel out to UK, to America, to Germany, not to talk of South Africa, to go and do what in an African country. That you have places like Nigeria that has been blessed with so many resources and so many stuffs like that. Name them. So we have everything it takes for you to be in Nigeria. We are Nigerians. And even in your local government, you can be in your local government, you do business of 5,000, 2,000, 1,000, and the rest. You are going to excel. You must not have a federal government job, a state government job, or a local government job before you succeed in Nigeria.
We are ones, I believe that our government, they should look into the situations. I believe we have an ambassador representing various countries. They have president, so they should look into it. And on the retaliation part of Nigerians, well, it's truly not a good thing, because when you see, look at the shops that they are being destroyed today, when you look at most of the shops that are inside, they are still owned by Nigerians.
I want to call on the attention of the federal government, of which I know they are aware, that they should take a drastic approach towards it and recall the ambassador we have in South Africa. Because the information we are getting from South Africa, the doors of a Nigerian embassy in South Africa is being shut to Nigeria, that they don't have access to entrance in that place. And it is not good. If you have a problem where you are staying and you have a father in a country where you are, if there's a situation you have to rush down home, and when you get there, the doors are shut, where do you run to? The pictures and the video that's coming out from South Africa is not favorable at all, and we'll call on the federal government to do something seriously about it.
It's a bad situation. It's a very, very bad situation. And honestly, we need the government to respond quickly to that. Adam being is American citizen, honestly, with that very moment, they will respond very, very strong. So we need the government to stand up, especially the president of this country, to do something. This is us. This is African. This is Nigeria. We are the giant of Africa. South Africa is not up to us. We went there for business. We went there for green pastures. Yes, but it doesn't give them the audacity to torture us or to maltreat us, because their citizens in our own country too, and they are being treated respectfully. So they should treat us the way we are treating their citizens. And if they are not doing that, they should retaliate.
We've had a failed government over time, but failed in her primary responsibility to citizens, which is the protection of lives and properties. I'm not so surprised with what's happening in South Africa today, because we've been sold in Libya, beheaded in Saudi Arabia, traded in Britain, excommunicated from the US, simply because the president goes about his first visit when sworn in as president of the Federal Republic of Nigeria in South Africa in 2015. He went there and told the South African leadership that they have Nigerians who are into criminal activities here in South Africa. How do you expect other countries of the world to respect us with dignity we deserve as humans, when our fundamental human rights are not even protected and guaranteed in the country? The president should lead by example how he wants others to treat his citizens abroad. This reactionary approach to me is nonsensical. he has the right. This is a defining moment. He should start leading by example. There are videos all over showing how they've been destroying properties, looting shops. I actually don't subscribe to that. I believe we can go beyond this through dialogue, and which is the fundamental tool at this point.
The problem we are facing, or Nigerians are facing in South Africa, the xenophobic attack, it's unfortunate, it's uncalled for, it's barbaric. In fact, that's one of the most gross inhumanity to man. I least expected what is happening in South Africa. And as such, as a youth, it's just unfortunate. Just look at how people are being killed, people are being mined in South Africa, a country where not quite long we assisted. History, posterity should not forget, even if the youth are not aware, those that are at least not less than 50 years should be aware of the contribution of Nigeria to South Africa. But today, this is where we are. Nigerians cannot live in peace in their country. Nigerians will go outside and cannot live in peace. Invariably, what is happening in this country is that the summary is that whether home or abroad, we are not just peaceful. I will encourage all Nigerians, despite the fact some of us have been hurt directly, most of us have been hurt indirectly, and the victims of war are not just those people that we are affected directly, but those people that we are even affected indirectly are mostly the victims of war. So I want to encourage Nigerians to please relax their attention. They should not attack any South African or any of their businesses. I want to see my president stand up. I understand he is a man of great valor. I understand that he is a man who has done so many things for this country, and as such, I want him to stand up. He should speak to his people. He should take decision. Enough is enough. I rest my case.
Ordinarily, I'm not happy about the whole situation because Nigeria has not been having any history of diplomatic breaches with South Africa. South Africans have been doing business in Nigeria, Nigerians have been doing business in South Africa. So I know conflict will always have its own casualties or victims, and I know people will be affected, but it is not just encouraging at all. Because a South African operates a business in Nigeria can never employ all South Africans or bring them from there. It is Nigerians that are earning a livelihood from the businesses. So there are two sides of the society when there's conflict. The one that want to follow the due process and the one that want to follow the jungle justice. We are still battling with some people who are not employed, and then some people are employed. It is true that something is going on there, but you come and destroy businesses here, and then they lay people off. You understand? Their livelihood, you wake up one day, they are telling you, you bring this, at the end of the day, you come back, you discover that you are not going to earn anything for the month. It will really affect people. So that can never be a solution, even at international level. At the remotest level, you cannot think of going out and destroying shop or vandalizing as a solution anywhere.